No one in your life owes you anything. Take your mum. Your mum has the power to affect you a lot more than most people, I'm assuming. And that's because you're really close with your mum. She's your mother, your family. So now you'll find yourself getting a lot more annoyed when your mum pisses you off. And you get really angry for things that you'll probably let your friends off for. When your mum doesn't do something for you, you feel more offended. Let's also take someone that you're going out with, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You get more hurt when they do certain things to you than when other people do those things to you. Now, I'm walking and I've gone to record this video, so now I'm going to get lost. So, you get more hurt when these people that are certain places in your life do the same things to you that should someone that you didn't care about or should a stranger have done wouldn't have affected you as much, because you don't give a fuck about that person. So why does it hurt you so much when the person that you want most to make you happy gives you the most frustration? And that is because you see your mother as your mother. Your mother is a poor woman that brought forth a human being into the world after 9 months, birthed you and gave you existence, and now you've dumped the role of mother upon her because you were the vessel through which you came to life. You have your own problems, anxieties, worries, fears, dreams, hopes, career plans, life plans, things that you want to do and things that you want to travel, right? You haven't even figured out your own problems yet. You have a whole world and host of things that you just haven't figured out. And here you are, not able to carry the weight of your own problems, like none of us are. I'm not able to either. And now you expect this human that you've called mother to carry your problems for you, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your best friend to carry these problems for you. Do you not think that person who you assign the role of boyfriend or girlfriend to is another human being with dreams, hopes, goals, aspirations, fears, careers and anxieties that they're struggling to carry, and now they've got to deal with your shit? So now when they do the slightest thing, it affects you and you get pissed off at them, yeah? Why? Because you have an idea of them in your head that you've had the second you assigned your arbitrary, random, self-chosen role of mother, girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend. And the second you dumped that role on the other human being, you started getting more affected by the things they did. But they're not your, that's not your boyfriend. That's not your girlfriend, and that's not your mother. They're a human being that has nothing to do with you, who you've given a circus act to. So now you expect them to do things differently to every other human in the world, like they're not just another human struggling with the exact same shit. The question nobody asks when they're too busy getting mad at their family is this: why should your mother give a single shit about you? Why? She doesn't owe you anything. She's not your mother. She's a human being. She's very much just trying to do the best for her. And please don't believe me. All she's been doing in her life is the best for her, which is why she's done things that you would rather she didn't do. Same as your boyfriend, same as your girlfriend, same as your best friends. They all do things that you would rather they didn't do, and you would rather they did something else for you instead. And that's where a lot of the arguments, conflicts and turmoils in relationships comes from. So there's nothing to believe that your mother doesn't give a shit about you. She's shown you. So is your best friend, girlfriend and boyfriend. They've shown you that they don't give a shit about you with everything that they've done that's caused a problem. And they still did it knowing it would hurt you because they had to do it for them. Because humans are only strong enough to carry their own weight. And ultimately, they will always have to put themselves first lest they die. And ironically, they're not even strong enough to carry their own weight. But they're still going to try. And God forbid they try to carry yours too, and then everything crumbles down. Every tree has to stand up straight to make a forest. Trees start leaning over to try and tangle themselves in the other trees. Everything collapses. So now, with this person who you now more ironically, because you've given them this role that you think will make things better in your life, you're now actually more hurt by them. Imagine if you cared about a stranger ignoring you or hurting with you or saying something horrible to you or arguing with you. Imagine if you cared about a stranger hurting you the same degree you care about your close person in your life hurting you. Imagine if a stranger had the power to affect you to the same level that your mother, best friend, partner, or anyone else did. Every single stranger you met, that's 7+ billion people on the planet. And if every single one of them mattered the same degree to you as your close person, you would have that pain that is not enough for you to fucking stomach times 7 billion. That frustration, anger, hatred, conflict, you would have that times 7 billion. You would explode. You would explode and the world would end. So if that's what would happen if you dumped that pressure and responsibility on every stranger, and you understand that you would not be able to be alive with all of that pain and agony, why the fuck do you dump that responsibility on one person? As if it works more. The only reason it's times 7 billion is because each of those one persons that you dump it on is a problem. So the problem just magnifies. But it's still a problem to do it to one person. The only reason that it doesn't affect you much when a stranger doesn't say hi to you on the street or doesn't reply to you or doesn't look at you is because you don't care about the stranger, so you don't expect anything from them. Expectation kills. Expectation will kill you. When you get a compliment, you may smile. If you go out in the street expecting compliments because you put yourself together or did your hair up nice and you get none, it will kill you. Now you're going to go home feeling less when nothing happened. You didn't lose anything, but you expected something and then didn't get the fabricated reality. You expected something and created a reality, and then what you're sad about isn't reality. You now feel like you've lost something because you've lost a made-up reality in which you never had in the first place. So now you've lost something you've never had in the first place, and now you are going to be sad.